Good morning, Austin. Noticed you haven't taken a trade in a while. When was your last trade, and can you go into your psychology on dealing with the FOMO that plays and the itch to trade? Yeah, it's a great question. So my last trade was not last week, the week before that. If you remember, last week was a short week for me. I was traveling Thursday and Friday. This week is also going to be a short week for me because we have our Miami seminar on Friday. So when you have shorter weeks, and last week was also a bank holiday with NFP on Friday and Memorial Day on Monday. So last week was very short. But if you go back to the previous week, we caught trades. So when you go into periods of time when either you're busy, like I was traveling, or you have bank holidays where the market is just slower, or you have NFP where you have news events that can really shake up the market, it's important to curtail that FOMO, to control that FOMO that you might feel. The way that I do it is I've done a lot of things. First, it's a detachment from the money that we make from trading, right? It's understanding that there's going to be moves every day and that I can't catch all of them. It's also in knowing what I do best. And I know I trade A1s and D1s in perfect trend best. And if I don't have trend, it's tougher for me to find a read. Some of you might do great in those situations. Some of you might do great in D2 reversal trades at ADR or off a key level. That's where you have to find your edge within ASFX. But for me, my edge is in trend breakouts, in trend pullbacks, riding a clear higher time frame confirmed trend. So if I can't find that, it's tough for me to, at this point, feel confident to put my money into the market. So I've almost reprogrammed my mind to detach from all of the movement and all of the potential money to be made, get rid of that because I can't catch it all, and instead just focus on where are my trades. And if my trades aren't there, because I do my markups every day, I do these streams so I can identify it with you guys. If my trades aren't there, I can't do anything. It's just not my way of making money. I could demo trade other strategies and try to develop something new. I can do markups of new strategies and try to find something new, but I can't put my money into something that I haven't tested and that I haven't been trading well. So if you're feeling that FOMO, like, oh, I want to trade. I actually had a coaching call with a guy yesterday who's doing a lot of things wrong, but one of them is this idea that he's trying to catch every move that he sees. He's trying to chase momentum, and he doesn't have any humility to think that he could be wrong on some of these ideas. He thinks they're all going to be winners. So if you can detach from all of that, and I know there's a lot to it, but it really does start, I think, with just being more aware, mindfulness. And meditation is the thing that kind of walked me into mindfulness a couple of years ago, and that's why I still do it today. He gets to this guy I was speaking to yesterday. He gets to the desk right away and he starts looking for trades. And I think that's the worst thing you can do. That's what I used to do, and it caused me to really be inconsistent with my results. But now, when I wake up and I do my meditation for just 10 minutes, which is not even a full 15-minute candle, I do my meditation and then I start trading. It's a world of a difference because I'm more able to pull myself out of the monkey brain thoughts that are happening in the moment when we see markets moving and say, hey, is this actually on edge? Is this actually what I trade well? Am I following the rules? Did I go through the checklist? Am I ignoring it? Because that space between your body and your mind is created by awareness. Awareness is increased by meditation. The space between your body and your mind, you follow me, is awareness, and awareness is increased by practicing meditating. You can then be aware of the feelings and the thoughts that you're having, and if it doesn't serve you, if it doesn't fit your plan in that moment, you can let it go. And it's a beautiful thing because you can translate that into your everyday life, and it helps you not get frustrated with people and not get into arguments with your spouse and your girlfriend or your whatever. So to get that ball rolling, I would recommend, I'm going to put a link in the chat right now. Go to my Amazon shop, buy The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's in the mindset books. I have the trading focused books and then the mindset books. The trading books are great, but the mindset books are everything because a lot of them aren't even trading related, and you have to take notes on them and pull the facts out of them and then apply them into your trading, and that makes it very, very, it makes the information retain within you even better. So the 4 Agreements to me is the introduction into mindfulness for most people. The 2 things that I really live by in that book, all 4 rules are very important, but the 2 are 1, don't make assumptions. The reason that don't make assumptions is a big thing for me is because we make assumptions about the market all the time. People love to forecast the market all the time. But we know at ASFX, we would rather react to price action than try to forecast where it's going. It's much more consistent when you're trying to make money if you know how to react using a system than forecast and just trying to guess based on fundamentals or based on technicals or a mixture of both and mixture of Elon's tweets and all this other stuff. That's all forecasting. So don't make assumptions in the book. He never even talks about trading. That translates to me into don't make assumptions about the market. Don't forecast, only react. I feel like if you drop expectations, drop assumptions, you're going to be able to trade with less attachment and more awareness. And that's the first step. So I would say the feeling of FOMO is thrown out the window when you understand how to increase your awareness and how to use your awareness in the moment. And then also one more thing, it's like remove your ego for a second and say, what am I doing trying to force trades here? Well, I'm trying to make money because I want to be free and I want to have no job and I want to be able to do whatever I want to do. Okay, if that's what you want, is forcing trades a behavior that aligns with the people who have what you want with what they do every day? I try to be a good example of that. This is what I do full time. So I want to show you guys what full-time trading is. To me, I have to act as Mike Bellafiore does or as Peter Brandt does. These are guys that stay in their own lane. They know what they trade well, and they only have behaviors that match what successful traders before them have done. Go back to Darvis, go back to Livermore, go back to Marty Schwartz, some of the most successful traders of all time. If you don't know who they are, you better go read some trading books so you can learn about them, because those are the guys that we're modeling. The beautiful thing in trading is you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Success has already been shown to us that it's possible, but you got to align with the behaviors that successful people do. And lastly, winning traders are winners, right? They're winners. Winners make decisions. Winners don't flip-flop. And when you make decisions with tunnel vision focus, you're able to not get distracted by other people. And in those decisions, you live and die by them. So if you're wrong, you take accountability and you grow. And if you're right, you don't let that win create a high that you try to ride. You stay like Mr. Serenity, like Tom Basso, even keeled, right down the middle. Wins or losses doesn't matter because you're focused on the process. I hope that helps answer your question, CJ.